Have you ever wondered how many thank yous go unsaid in our lives? In the grand tapestry of our existence, we weave intricate patterns with threads of experiences and encounters. These threads, while often overlooked, are the silent strands of gratitude, the unspoken thank yous that resonate through the warp and weft of our lives. We begin this journey of introspection by pondering the concept of unspoken gratitude. It's an intriguing notion, isn't it? The realization that our lives are brimming with instances of silent appreciation. The silent nods of thanks that are felt but not heard. We all know the importance of gratitude. It's a fundamental human emotion, a cornerstone of our relationships. But have you ever stopped to consider why, despite its significance, many thank yous remain unvoiced? Perhaps it's the haste of our everyday lives, the rush that leaves little room for reflection. Or perhaps it's the misconception that gratitude must always be grandiose, that a simple thank you might not suffice. Sometimes it's the fear of vulnerability, the apprehension that comes with bearing our emotions. At other times, it's the assumption that our gratitude is understood, that words are unnecessary. Yet, isn't it ironic that the most meaningful expressions of gratitude are often the ones left unspoken? Think about it. The moments of silent appreciation that pass between us. The unvoiced thank yous to our mentors, our inspirers, those who have shaped who we are. Consider also the quiet nods of thanks to our parents and family, the pillars of support we often take for granted. Reflect on the unsaid thank yous to the strangers who've lent a helping hand, the friends who've stood by us, the individuals who've changed our lives, perhaps without even knowing it. As we journey through life, many individuals touch our souls, yet how often do we pause to express our gratitude? We invite you to join us as we delve deeper into this fascinating exploration of unspoken gratitude, a journey that promises to be as enlightening as it is enriching. So, let's embark on this voyage of discovery together as we ponder the power and poignancy of the unspoken thank you. Think back to your childhood. Can you recall the silent supporters who helped shape you? Our journey through life is seldom a solo endeavor. We are, in many ways, the products of the love, care, and support of those who raised us. Let's take a moment to consider the unsaid gratitude towards our families. Picture your mother, father, or whoever played that nurturing role in your life. Remember the times they stood by you, guiding you through life's complexities. They were there for your first steps, your first words, your first heartbreak. They celebrated your victories and consoled you in times of defeat. They were your first teachers, your first friends, your first confidants. Now imagine your siblings, if you have any. They were your first playmates, your first rivals. Together you navigated the labyrinth of childhood, sharing secrets, dreams, and sometimes even clothes. You may have fought, but at the end of the day, you knew you had each other's backs. And let's not forget our wider family network, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins. They too, in their own ways, helped shape our lives. They were often our greatest cheerleaders, our comforters, our guides. They shared their wisdom, their stories, their love, and in doing so, helped us see the world from different perspectives. Yet how often do we pause to say thank you? It's not that we're ungrateful, quite the opposite. Our gratitude runs so deep, words often fail us. We may not articulate it often enough, but the appreciation for our families is profound and pervasive. It's present in our actions, in our thoughts, in the way we carry forward the values they've instilled in us. Our families often form the backbone of our lives, providing silent support that often goes unthanked. But remember, gratitude doesn't always need to be expressed in words. It can be a gesture, a smile, or simply living a life they'd be proud of. So let's take a moment to remember, to appreciate and to silently thank these unsung heroes of our personal stories. How about the unsung heroes whose actions have impacted you in ways they may never know? These are the individuals who have touched our lives in profound ways, often without realizing the depth of their influence. They are the teachers who ignited our curiosity with their passion for knowledge, instilling in us the desire to never stop learning. They marked the pages of our lives with wisdom and inspiration, yet perhaps we never found the right words to express our gratitude. They are the mentors who invested their time and energy into molding us into better versions of ourselves. They believed in us when we doubted ourselves, encouraged us when we stumbled, and celebrated our triumphs as if they were their own. Despite their pivotal role in our journey, maybe we never took a moment to say, "Thank you." Then there are the strangers whose paths crossed ours only briefly, yet left enduring imprints. It could be the passerby who shared an umbrella on a rainy day, or the fellow commuter who offered a comforting smile during a rough morning. These fleeting moments of kindness, though often overlooked, have a powerful way of making the world feel a little less daunting. Why do these unsung heroes often go unthanked? Perhaps it's because their actions seem so ordinary that we take them for granted. Or maybe it's because we get so caught up in the ebb and flow of life that we forget to appreciate the people who help us along the way. It could also be that we feel too shy or awkward to express our gratitude, or we simply don't know how. Whatever the reasons may be, it's important to remember that these unsung heroes play a significant role in shaping us. Their actions, no matter how small, have the power to change our perspective, boost our morale, and inspire us to be better. They are the unseen hands that guide us through life's labyrinth, leaving behind a trail of kindness for us to follow. Unsung heroes weave the fabric of our lives with their unnoticed threads, yet they seldom hear our gratitude. Scene script. Can you recall a time when a small act of kindness made a big difference to you? Consider the woman who, noticing your struggle with an armload of groceries and a rebellious shopping cart, held open the door for you. She didn't have to do it. She could have just walked by, but she didn't. She held the door, and her simple act of kindness made your day just a little bit easier. Or perhaps it was the stranger in the coffee shop who paid for your morning latte. They didn't know you, they didn't know the kind of day you were having or the kind of week you'd endured. Yet in that moment, their small act of generosity was a beacon of light in an otherwise gloomy day. Let's think about the friend who knew you were feeling low and showed up at your doorstep with your favorite ice cream. They didn't need to say anything, the ice cream said it all. It said, "I'm here for you," and in that moment you felt less alone. These are the unacknowledged moments, the unspoken thank yous. They're the small acts of kindness that often slip by unnoticed, unappreciated, unthanked. It's not that we're ungrateful. No, it's more that in the hustle and bustle of life, we sometimes forget to express our gratitude. We forget to acknowledge these moments. But why do these moments often go unacknowledged? Is it because they're small, because they're fleeting, or is it because we're so caught up in our own worlds that we forget to pause, to appreciate, to say thank you? Yet it's these small acts of kindness that have the power to turn a day around, to bring a smile to a face, to remind us that we're not alone. They're the moments that remind us of the good in the world, of the kindness in people. So let's take a moment to appreciate these unacknowledged moments, these unspoken thank yous. Let's remember to say thank you, to express our gratitude, not just for the grand gestures, but for the small acts of kindness too. It's these small acts of kindness that often make the biggest difference, yet they're the ones we often forget to thank. Why do we struggle to express our gratitude aloud, and how can we change that? Often, it's the fear of vulnerability that holds us back. Expressing gratitude, saying thank you, exposes a part of our heart, our emotions, to the world. It's the fear of being seen as weak or sentimental that often seals our lips. But vulnerability is not a weakness. It's a strength, a bridge that helps us connect with others on a deeper level. When we express our gratitude, we're not just saying thank you, we're acknowledging the importance of the other person's actions or words in our lives. We're showing them that we value them, that they matter to us. Isn't that a beautiful thing? So how can we overcome this fear and express our gratitude more freely? Well, it starts with understanding that gratitude is not just a one-time act, it's a habit, a lifestyle. Begin with small, simple gestures, a nod of the head, a smile, a thank you note. Make it a point to recognize and appreciate the good in others every day. If words fail you, express your gratitude through actions. A small act of kindness can speak volumes. Remember, it's not about grand gestures, it's about genuine expressions of appreciation. Practice mindfulness. Be present in the moment. When someone does something nice for you, don't just brush it off. Take a moment to really feel the gratitude and then express it. And lastly, don't wait for the perfect moment. There's no right time to say thank you. The best time is always now. Remember, gratitude unexpressed is like a gift unopened. Let's make it a habit to open those gifts and say our thank yous out loud. Remember, each time we express our gratitude, we're not just making someone else's day brighter, we're also nurturing our own soul, strengthening our own character. Let's make it a habit to express our gratitude, to say our thank yous out loud, because every thank you spoken, every gratitude expressed adds a little more light, a little more love into the world.